Well, maybe. Lock him in a tanning bed.
But I can handle the winter. I'll just put a couple extra layers on. I mean, as long as I'm moving, I don't get cold.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. I'm good for a little while, but I just get cold. Like the only time that I will willingly go out in the cold, it's when I go hunt. Rifle season, I bundle up, and I go out there and I sit. But once I sit and just stay still, I get warm inside of what I have on.
Well, that.
If I start moving, as soon as I start moving, the air flows inside my clothes and stuff, and I get cold again, or I sweat, and then the wet gets cold. I have to sit still with what I have on and just stay covered, don't move.
I think the problem is that you're not moving. I think that would be more of the problem.
No, it's when I move I start getting cold. If I can sit still for, I don't know, 12. How many hours of daylight do you have in hunting season? I want to say probably at least 8, 9.
That's one thing that's not good. I don't care if I get to shoot something. I'm not sitting in a freaking tree for 8 hours or 2 hours at that. There's no way whatsoever I'm sitting in
the best thinking spot in the world.
You know where I can think?
On your couch?
In my living room.
You don't think the same.
I thought you were going to be like, oh, my toilet.
I can think there too.
This is one you wouldn't understand unless you sat in that tree. You know what I mean? To me, it's just like, I don't know, it's a thing. I get up in that tree stand and sit there, and it's just out in nature, quiet. Get a squirrel driving you crazy or a chipmunk here and there. You want to shoot them, but you don't want to scare deer away, so you just deal with it. You know, a squirrel can be louder than a bear.
Interesting fact.
Yeah. You're sitting in a tree stand and a squirrel comes from half a mile behind you, you can hear it. By the time it gets to you, you think there's a bear behind your tree. You look and there's a squirrel.
I can tell you squirrels, I guess, are not that smart then. Because you'd think they'd be a little more stealthy, being like the little creature in the forest.
Oh, no, they absolutely can be. And during squirrel season, they are. But in deer season, they're the loudest little fuckers in the world.
Well, there's other things that'll eat a squirrel than a person.
What's that?
There's other things that'll eat a squirrel than a person.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't know. I don't get it. That's another thing you'd have to sit in the tree stand to understand, because we've sat out here how many days now? How many squirrels? Well, you haven't really been out there, but how many squirrels have you seen?
Actually, not that many, a couple, but
Out here?
oh, just out here, or
Yeah, just right around here.
oh, maybe what we see one that one time we were driving by.
Yeah, and that's it.
Was it squirrel season or something?
But no, it's just that you don't really see them much. They're very stealthy like that. But come deer season, them motherfuckers are out and about, and just they know where a tree stand is.
Maybe it's just the season.
They know where the tree stand is. They meet up and have.
Well, what
breakfast,
season
and they're like,
is?
I'm gonna take the west side. You take the north.
What
Yeah.
season is deer hunting season?
When is it? I can't think.
Is it fall?
No, archery's in the fall. It's more winter. Right after Thanksgiving.
Well, in the fall and in the winter, they're burying nuts and berries and whatever they can find.
Yeah.
And they have to dig this stuff up
Well,
in
see,
the winter.
that's archery season. That's usually what it is.
Right.
You know, and they drive us nuts.
In the spring, they just generally everything's plentiful. They just go out and grab the stuff.
Yeah.
And then in the fall time, they start burning things.
Yeah. Wintertime, rifle season. See, I hunt both seasons. Archery is fall, and then rifle season is the week after Thanksgiving. It's the 2 weeks after Thanksgiving. And rifle season, it kind of depends on the weather with the squirrels. Archery, no matter what, they're around. They're going crazy, driving nuts, because that's right after small game season. You're not allowed to shoot them anymore. They're like, haha, you missed us all. I haven't small game hunted in years, but still.
Right. And I mean, there's not much there. You got to shoot a lot of them to get some meals.
Not really. If you got 4, I mean, I could eat 4 for a dinner with another side and a vegetable or whatever.
Right.
Someone like the two of you could probably eat 2 or 3 apiece.
Then you gotta get 3 of them instead of just one.
Well, it's actually, if you go out hunting for them, it's not hard.
So our snares illegal?
What's that?
Are snares illegal?
Snare?
Like a little trap?
You have to get a trapping license and stuff. I don't know how all that works. I don't know the legalities behind it. You can do it, but there's different permits and licenses for trapping and fur taking and all that stuff.
That sounds more like my kind of game than sitting around waiting for something to pass.
Yeah, that's how I
Well,
would
no,
and I'll be
it's
like, yeah, I'll come
small
check it
game.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
See, you're saying about a squirrel being not allowed to eat. In small game, when we hunt, we would take the shotguns out with like the bird shot we were messing with, and you go walk around in like that field over there and try and kick them up, and a rabbit takes off, and we all just start blasting at it. You know, a squirrel takes off or a pheasant flies, everyone tries to take a shot. And then you get your bag limit. If we each get our bag limit in a day, you can make a nice pot of soup. Something like that, a chili, and
All right. Well, fair enough.
or just roast them up on the grill. I've taken squirrel and just skewered them, stuck them on the grill. Salt, pepper, garlic. Chow down. Little
There you go.
teriyaki sauce.
Squirrel cooking tips from Creeper on the couch. All right, well, I guess we'll go ahead and wind this episode here down. I will once again thank you for having us up. Good times.
Always.
Only one problem: the fucking flies.
Alright. I'll tell you what, next time we'll trade out the air conditioner for the flies.
I think we just
Okay,
need
we'll come in the fall.
you just need some real fly traps.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I was saying about getting the fly paper.
Yeah, the fly paper is the best thing.
I don't know, we thought them trap things might work, and they obviously didn't.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it was a valiant effort though.
yeah.
Sure, but anyway, once again, like I said, thank you for having us up.
Oh, wait, real quick. With the fly thing, last time we were here, we researched it, and it said that flies don't like the smell of Lysol. If you have Lysol around, flies won't come around. So I took a bottle of Lysol and dumped it under that deck and, like, washed parts of that deck, soaked it down.
I heard this story. Was
It
it
is a myth.
Lysol or Pine Sol?
Pine Sol, my bad. Yeah, Pine Sol. It is a myth. It's busted. Does not work. Flies don't care.
There you go. From the man himself. Pine Sol does not keep flies away. So,
And the green traps on Amazon suck.
if you give me the brand name of that, we will post that down in the description.
You gotta, I don't know.
I guess they work in a pig farm, but they don't work here.
They don't work at a horse farm.
They work in a pig farm where there's 1,000 flies like everywhere that they're gonna just fly everywhere.
Yeah.
That's why they get stuff like that.
Anyway, tangent. But there we go. There we have it. Episode 34 of the Bangcast. Talked about vacations. Where we've been on vacation. What we do on vacation. Where we like to go. And where we would like to go on vacation. And even flies at the end. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm of course Gregor Guy.
My name's Casey.
And Creeper on the couch. Thank you for actually, I do believe he is our first returning guest.
I'm sure I'll be
Come to think of it. So, thanks for joining us here today. And ladies and gentlemen, everyone out there watching, enjoy the rest of your week.